UAG cases. I've been a big fan of these for a long time, and as you can see here, I have quite the assortment, and this is only some of them. Thanks UAG, big shout out. I'm seeing in the comments my last video that there is some suspicion that the magnets on these are not quite as good as they might appear. Here I have an iPhone 14 Pro right here in front of me. These are iPhone 14 Pro Max cases, which I have the phone, but it's up here filming. And then I have some wallets over here. I have the Speakin' wallet, I have the Apple official wallet. This is the latest updated version. And then I have a Moft wallet here, which if you can see, this is really cool. It has my name on it, so that's pretty cool. Holds a couple of cards, becomes a kickstand. I love this. I have this on pretty much all of my phones. I want to dive in and see how strong this magnet is and find out if it is worth your time or money. Let's check it out. You've probably seen this case before. This one is going to cost you about $80. So not cheap, but you might be able to find it cheaper on Amazon. Let's start with the Speakin' wallet. This wallet here you can find on Amazon. It's gonna hold about 2, maybe 3 cards max, but it's pretty tight, so I'd recommend 2. Slide this on here. I will say this. This particular phone case for the 14 Pro has been a challenging one for me when it comes to Magsafe, and here's the reason why. You have this little lip where the camera goes, and then you also have it covering just slightly, if you can see right there, covers just slightly the top of the Magsafe magnet. I don't know if it's an oversight or if it was done intentionally to be able to make room, because the camera bump does go all the way down there, right there. But when you put on the wallet, which is what people were complaining about, you're gonna see it has a bit of a gap right there, and you can see it. What that means is, okay, no good. Now, let's move on to the Moft wallet case, which I have here. Pop this guy on. Already much more sturdy. You do not have that same gap on the bottom. Make some room here for the stand. Okay, it works, and it works. So I found myself using this Moft wallet a lot more just because I love having the actual kickstand on it. It holds up to 3 cards, a lot more than the actual Apple wallet, which holds 3, but it's tight. And then I also just love that it's a little more disposable. It's only gonna run you about 20 bucks, maybe 25, which is much cheaper than the Apple wallet. The only thing is it doesn't have the Find My feature, where if you leave it behind, it tells you. Now let's do a test here. See it in front of me. Not super strong. Strong enough for me, but you know, to each his own. Official Apple case here on the Monarch Pro. Snaps on, no gap on the bottom. Now let's find out, is it gonna fall off? Yes. So I guess on the Monarch Pro, you guys are right, not the best magnet. If you're gonna use this for that specifically, I would not recommend it for a wallet. But let's just try a few more. Civilian, Apple wallet. Much more secure. Doesn't shake off. Whoa. Much harder to get off. So far, so good. Now this looks better, but I mean, if you get a black one, it's gonna be the same. This one doesn't shake off, which is great. Does it push off? Yeah. Speakin', no. Moft, right here. Okay, I kind of like this blue and green color. Looks pretty good. Shake test. Doesn't come off. Now, obviously, if you have cards in there, it's gonna be a little heavier. Weigh it down. Results may vary, so don't hold this against me. Push test. I'm pushing hard. Okay, strongest so far, Moft case. I mean, Moft wallet is the strongest so far. That's crazy. Second would be the Apple Metropolis LT. My typical daily driver case, if I'm rocking an iPhone, especially when I'm traveling. Ooh, it's so dirty. There we go. Metropolis case, really nice. All right, let's go back to the worst performer so far. The Speakin', shake test. Last, push test. No, hard pass. No big surprise there. Apple wallet, you hear it snap in. Notification on the front. Shake test. I think we know they're all pretty much gonna stay. This one has a little bit more wiggle room on the bottom because of the Kevlar, so it doesn't stay on really at all. Disappointing. Moft, does it give me a snap? And a little snap. Still a little loose. Push. Stronger, but still not gonna last. Got the Pathfinder, better snap on. This is a really ugly combo. Doesn't come off and just slides right off. And then the Moft, the one I keep using. Again, I'm not crazy about this color with the purple, lilac, whatever you want to call it. But shake, just fine. Okay, out of all 3 of these, the Moft is the winner. Out of the cases, which is the winner? Look, I'll be honest with you. If you're gonna rely on this for your wallet, maybe don't go with one of these. maybe go with an actual original Apple case or something else you know has a stronger magnet on the back. For me, I use more like the accessories in the car, the wireless charging, the Magsafe charger. I don't really use a wallet for a wallet. I use a real wallet for that because I don't want to lose it. When you're looking at something like the iPhone 14 Pro Max case, it lines up differently here. When on the iPhone 14 Pro, you have this lip that goes over the charging part. You don't have that. So if you see, it lines up much better on the 14 Pro Max, and that's going to be great for you because it means it's not going to come off quite as easily. Now, it doesn't stay on it any better. See a little dance and move there. So yeah, so verdict is, you guys are right. Magnets for the wallet, not great. But I'm going to cut to a shot here. Let's look at how this is lining up in the car, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, we are in my car, in my truck, and I am going to show you guys what the wireless charger is that I use and how it works with the UAG cases. So let's take a look. So in my truck, I actually use this one here. This is the GHL Pro. I'm going to take my device, and there you go. So that's the mount. Works really well. No issues. Not coming off. And this is using the Pathfinder here. Here is the Civilian. Also works. No issues. Lastly, here, my favorite, obviously, the Metropolis. I'm bumping it, like if you bump your knee into it or something like that. That's really what I'm trying here. So let's go back inside and take another look. Okay, so taking a look outside at the charger that I have in my car, you can see that it obviously works just fine. It's going to wirelessly charge, it's going to wirelessly AirPlay. If you don't kick it with your knee, then it's not going to fall off. It deals with bumps and driving on the road just fine. So there's really nothing to worry about there. But if you're thinking about using this for your daily carry, for when it comes to using it for your ID, your credit cards, you know, just don't rely on this to be able to be something you can really truly count on. Yes, it's going to work okay when you are using it with just a bare iPhone, but take a look at this. So the biggest thing, you have a bare iPhone 14 Pro here. Here's the actual Apple Wallet. Okay, snaps on, get the notification, that's great. Now, same push test, still does the same thing. So look, what does this mean? It means you just got to be careful. Use a regular wallet if you're going to go out. If you're going to go hiking, you're going to go out, you know, to the clubs or something like that. You want to have your ID, credit card in here. Maybe if you just keep it in your pocket, it'd be okay. If you keep track of it, at least with the Apple Wallet, it's going to give you a notification if you leave it behind. Beyond that, I don't rely on it because I don't trust it. I don't like something that can separate easily like that. I will say that I love the Moth wallet just because I like to be able to have the kickstand. I put things in here like hotel key cards for your room. I don't know, maybe an extra credit card that, you know, if you lose it, you can cancel it easily or something like that. But beyond that, you know, I don't really trust it. Now, quickly, I want to go over this here, the pop socket. Now the pop socket is magnetically attached to the back as well. So without putting it back on the phone, let's just take a look here. Okay, now obviously not a wallet. They do make these in the wallet as well. They work just the same way. So you're not going to get that same kind of issue where it overlaps here on the lip. Okay, as you can see here. Okay, and they work really well when it comes to that. But again, same kind of thing. They're not meant to be permanent. Okay, so we have one here. This has always been a really common theme here for me, using the pop socket, because I like to use it for the stand. But again, if you say I'm going to do this, okay, it comes right off. Now let's do this on the back of the phone. Way more secure, obviously. Okay, no issues here. Now if I pull it off, it stays on. Pop socket, definitely stronger. And I think what this answers here is, like I said, if you're going to use a wallet on the back of your phone, be super careful. Use an Apple Wallet. Okay, it's going to be probably the best because it also uses the Find My feature. But in the meantime, I hope this answers some questions with UAG. They do make some great cases. They may have great fall protection. A lot of them are actually thinner than you would think, than like an OtterBox or things like that. And also with the new S23 line coming out, they have Magsafe built in. So again, for the accessories and things like that, it's going to work really well. Hope this clears it up. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Would appreciate a sub and a follow if you guys feel so inclined and like the content. You want to have any other questions answered, please leave them in the comments below. Love to hear what you guys think. And until next time, I'll see you.